first, let's get these fights going in our inaugural PFL Europe event. Lewis Monarch and Oscar Owensworth, two British fighters squaring off at 155 pounds. Let's take a look at our tale of the tape for this first bout of the evening. Lewis Monarch is 1 year older. Oscar Owensworth, the taller fighter at 6 feet 1 inch. Lewis Monarch did miss the lightweight limit. He weighed in at 157 pounds. You can see, as you might guess, the taller fighter with a reach advantage in both arms and legs. There are those keys to victory. You can see Lewis Monarch in the red, Oscar Owensworth in the blue. Gray trunks for Owensworth, green for Lewis Monarch. Mentioned before, Monarch in the green trunks, Oscar Owensworth in the primarily gray. Sean O'Connell, Dan Hardy, Stefan Struve, cage side. This is the first ever fight in PFL Europe and an exchange of jabs to open the action.
And look at this, Lewis Monarch straight away trying to take the kicking range away from his opponent, push him back up against the fence. I expect a level change very soon behind these strikes that Monarch's throwing.
Stefan Struve, I promise not to do this to you every time there's a reach disparity, but for the taller, longer fighter, what's the key?
Keep your back off the fence. He doesn't like to get pressured, but his opponent's doing a great job so far. Level change into a single. Let's see. Great defense into a body lock. Let's see if he can take his opponent to the ground.
That was good takedown defense early from Owensworth. You can see Lewis Monarch with the leg trapped here, landing some shots. I expect him to keep chaining these takedowns together, trying to get the fight to the floor.
Use that little 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 as well.
Good head position, nice knee there from Lewis Monarch. He's got to be careful in the clinch though. Owensworth is an excellent Muay Thai fighter.
He's got that body lock, but he's going to have to drag him off the cage explosively if he wants to do something with it. Because the taller fighter is using the cage very smart so far.
Nice heavy overhook here for Oscar Owensworth. We'll see if he pummels in, gets his own back off the cage.
Tried for a guillotine, but good defense there.
I like this hustle in the clinch from Monarch. Keep looking for these knees to the midsection. Nice return there from Owensworth. And now we have some space. Got to watch for that check hook from Monarch. It's found its target.
Good leg kick there from Monarch. Answered by Owensworth.
And Oscar Owensworth just found out what happens when you throw a naked leg kick. Monarch just plowed a right hand straight down the middle.
And you can just feel this pressure from Monarch. You can feel how uncomfortable Owensworth is with this restricted space that he's got.
Yeah, he's constantly in his
He's like right inside his striking range, forcing him to work.
So there's no relaxing really for Owensworth so far. That's really hard, especially when you're the taller fighter. You're leaning backwards constantly. You're waiting for your opponent to attack. Very difficult to deal with. He's got to get that jab going. Maybe work from kicking range. Throw some front kicks.
I think we're going to see another level change here from Monarch in a minute. Oh, that was a beautiful combination.
And then a Superman punch with the kick off the cage for Owensworth. Both men displaying some skill halfway through round number one.
Nice, there's that left hook again. Oh, and again. He's
Owensworth looking to go down to the body of Monarch. Head kick blocked.
See how that range was, he just took away the head kick from him. He was just too close to him.
Owensworth is showing him the kicks, but he's not putting any power in him. When your opponent is feeling that, you can just walk through them, and you know, it gets really dangerous for you.
We've also got to notice that Monarch keeps throwing hard low kicks after his punching combinations. He's going to start slowing his opponent's movement down. Now we see another level change. See if he can finish here. Again, good takedown defense from Owensworth so far.
So far, he hasn't been really able to close his hands to go to work.
Under 90 seconds now in this first round. Lewis Monarch pressing Oscar Owensworth against the cage. Throws a left hook out from the clinch.
He's doing a really good job with the head positioning.
Monarch looking for the outside. Gets it. but good balance from Owensworth.
He got the leg, but he lost the hand grip. Couldn't finish the takedown. And Owensworth got back up to his feet.
That was a good body shot.
Keep chopping. Hands and shot.
Owensworth needs to believe more in his striking. He's hesitant. He's throwing, but he's got no power in there. He needs to have Monarch feel that power to keep him at range. Nice combination there.
I feel like Owensworth was able to get some respect from that body shot he landed. It's almost like Monarch stopped pushing forward for the first time this round, and now we can see Owensworth starting to land some shots of his own with a bit more composure.
Now Owensworth advancing. Tests another head kick.
And there's the body shot again.
Yeah, beautiful follow-up with the leg kick.
Switching of the stance there for Owensworth. Monarch makes him pay for it. Final few seconds of this first round, and they'll swing away till the bell. First round gone. Dan Hardy, I'd say a successful start to PFL Europe.
I love it.
As you both know, one of the difficult things about setting a pace like Lewis Monarch did at the beginning of this fight, you better be able to maintain it.
Absolutely. And Owensworth he's not going away. He's in great condition. You can see that. He's been chipping away to the body and the legs. His work might start to pay dividends in these next 2 rounds.
This is what he needs to do more. Powerful kicks. Monarch can't reach him like there.
That was a good check for that calf kick. Heard his shin bounce off his kneecap there. Good pressure from Monarch without really doing too much, but certainly Owensworth feels more comfortable in this round. He's got a bit more space as well to work.
An exchange of hooks there, both landed. It was Owensworth that followed up with the kick. He's building confidence, Stefan Struve, in his striking like you told him to.
It's really difficult from the start when you fight a smaller, athletic opponent that's coming in really fast, especially in that first round. But once you survive that first round and you establish your range, as he's doing right here, you get going and you grow in the fight. Great to see.
Switching stances a couple times. Do you like the strategy there?
I love it when he switches stance, and one of the reasons why he does that is to open up a new tool set. He's got different weapons from different sides when he switches his stance. He's got a very long stabbing front kick to the midsection, and I do feel like Monarch is being slowed down with these body shots. Oh, and another one there.
Monarch threw an overhand right, though. More work on that lead leg for Owensworth. And this time stays outside the range of Monarch. He's got a much better sense, Owensworth does, of the spacing now here in the second round.
We're starting to see Monarch now catch and counter. He's now no longer going first. He's holding back, waiting for his opponent to strike and then countering.
Groin shot, it looks like. Inside leg kick might have snuck a little bit north. Incidental contact.
We're good? Timekeeper, time back in, we're good to go? Timekeeper, time back in, let's go, keep clean.
A quick return to action and a touch of the gloves here.
Monarch wants to maintain this pace.
Monarch is slowing down. He used a lot of energy in the first round, and then those leg kicks are starting to add up. It's very difficult to keep that pressure on someone when they're landing those leg kicks again and again and again. Nice knee there.
I tell you what, Monarch is still landing meaningful punches here, but Owensworth is ignoring them.
Right. He keeps getting caught with that right hand and that check left hook, but he does seem unfazed by it.
Nice jab from Monarch. He's landed that about 4 times in this round, but Owensworth continues moving at his pace now. Halfway through round number 2.
Definitely a busier work rate from Owensworth this round. 29 low kicks so far.
He's got his jab range. It's such a big difference with that first round. He's able to fight way more relaxed instead of constantly having the pressure from Monarch on him. Nice combination there.
I think the volume might be stealing this round for Owensworth. The way that he's working here, he's getting caught with a few shots, but the work rate is considerably different in this round compared to the first.
Sometimes you can fool a referee to not caring about the strikes you're eating. If you just keep plodding forward, you keep moving, you don't let the head snap back, and every time Owensworth gets hit, he just appears to be unfazed by it. Monarch continues to put in the work, still chasing. But you're right, Dan. Significant volume uptick here from Owensworth in the second frame.
And we've seen no takedown attempts from Monarch this time around. Perhaps he's decided that it was too much of a waste of energy, given the fact that he failed 3 times in the first. Oh.
Twice upstairs there from Owensworth. Good hook from Monarch. Backed up Owensworth temporarily. Take a listen inside the blue corner of Oscar Owensworth. And you can hear the corner there, Dan, calling for more volume. Says now, attack, attack, attack. And he did with that traveling knee.
The Owensworth corner are very confident that Lewis Monarch started to get tired. And I don't know whether it's fatigue or whether it's these consistent body shots and knees. There it is again, that left hook to the body.
And maybe the best right hand of the fight. 2 in a row now for Owensworth.
Beautiful right hands.
Now he's backtracking. Lovely move though. Lovely slip and counter. Oh,
and another one from Monarch. Back and forth we go in the first ever PFL Europe bout.
What a fight this is.
What a way to start the event, guys.
Oh, and again with the right hand, just missed that time.
Beautiful work in round number 2 for both fighters.
The question is, which one's fresher? Only one is bouncing on his toes in the corner. But Lewis Monarch is a veteran with 18 fights. He's not going to go away easily.
Monarch in the green trunks, Oscar Owensworth in the gray. Sprinting to the center. They start the third like they started the first with an exchange of jabs.
That was a good body kick, but I expect Monarch to try and take this fight to the floor again this round. Now he knows he's only 5 minutes left to play with. He's pressuring into the fence again.
And the possibilities for takedowns will come again if he starts walking him down again, because he needs to get in the range of Owensworth. If he's going to do the same thing as in the second round, he's probably going to lose this fight. He needs to do what he did in the first round.
Already starting out better here in the third for Monarch. Crowding Oscar Owensworth's long range. Pressing in to eliminate the power and range on the kicks, but still measuring things. Nice movement, and then a 3-2 from Monarch.
Nice work, slip countering. Monarch said he was coming for the high kick. Those knees to the body are very effective. That slip right hand that Monarch keeps landing is very nice. Starting to see some swelling under the eye of Owensworth here.
Incredible pace from both these guys.
Both guys came in incredible shape, despite the missed weight from Monarch.
Owensworth is starting to find his range again. His rhythm that he had in the second round. He's doing really well. He's doing very well right now.
Dan Hart, I don't need to state the obvious here, but if this is indicative of the level of undiscovered talent in PFL's European mixed martial arts scene, you have your job cut out for you as president of Fighter Operations.
Absolutely I do, and I love the fact that I've got my work cut out for me. Owensworth and Monarch are really good examples of the talent that we've got, and they are proving it right now. Beautiful right hand from Monarch, but he's backed him against the fence now.
Monarch's hurt to the body.
Beautiful knee.
Monarch is hurt to the body. He's trying to shove up with that left hand down. He's dropped his right elbow. Owensworth goes back to it.
Owensworth searching for that body again. That stab front kick's working well for him. The problem is you cover your head and your body's open. You cover your body and your head's open.
Mixing up really nicely.
Oh!
Monarch pulls Oscar Owensworth down to the mat. I'm not sure who wanted that takedown more.
Both of them are very tired.
Half a round to go, but Owensworth can't be complacent in the guard here. You can already see Lewis Monarch climbing his legs up.
Trying to spin on a knee, looking for an arm, but Owensworth is doing very well controlling him. He's going for a leg, it seems.
Did a good job there of getting his leg clear.
Monarch's got his feet on the hips and still trying to pull Owensworth back in. I think the referee reprimanded him for grabbing gloves there. Inside of 2 minutes in the third round, Owensworth just bowls Monarch over when Monarch tried to take down from his knees.
Half guard for Owensworth. Interesting to see what he's going to do on top here.
I think we're going to see Monarch swim this left arm inside in a moment, get that underhook and start working. He might look for a sweep here and finish the last 90 seconds of the fight in top position.
Take a look at this fight through RefCam, exclusive to the PFL and PFL Europe.
Owensworth's trying to pass. He used some good shoulder pressure, but Monarch has got some space now, trying to get his leg back in it.
Good frame across the face here from Owensworth. He's going to land some hammer fists here.
2-on-1 for Monarch. Trying for a Kimura, but Owensworth is recognizing it. He may use it to get back up though. Spins back to guard.
Monarch trying to pull Owensworth back into his guard. He shoots again on a single. Beautiful sprawl there from Owensworth.
Owensworth's being smart here. He's not going back into the guard. I think he's got the fight in his pocket here. Round 2 and 3 were really good rounds from Owensworth when he established his range and his rhythm.
Monarch uses that underhook. Can he get all the way back up?
Interesting. He's got his legs. He's got his hands locked.
But does he have enough time? There's less than 20 seconds left in this first fight of the night. Monarch doggedly pursuing a takedown on principle, but Owensworth back to his feet. Right hand pummeling from Louis Monarch all the way to the final bell. They'll swing. What a fight!
What a fight!
What a fight. PFL Europe 1 has arrived.
And here's some replays.
Really nice work. Once he got a bit of space, Monarch was, of course, pressuring really early on, trying to get his opponent back to against the fence so he could set those takedowns up. But after the good takedown defense of Owensworth in the first round, we saw a striking battle in the second round, and Monarch was still not able to get the takedown all the way through the fight, which meant we got some amazing striking exchanges.
After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. The judges scored the contest 29-28 Owensworth, 29-28 Monarch, and 29-28 for your winner via split decision, the Ginger Fury, Oscar Owensworth.
This will be contested at bantamweight between Louis Lee Scott and Sam Robinson. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. You can see the age difference. Louis Lee Scott, 23 years old. Sam Robinson, 7 years the senior. It's Louis Lee Scott, who is 3 inches taller, who weighed in slightly heavier. He's got the significant advantage, especially for a bantamweight, on the arm reach and the leg reach. Some keys to victory here, Dan.
Smart footwork from Louis Lee Scott. He's got to use his long-range strikes because Sam Robinson is going to try it. Close him down, body lock him, and take him to the floor where he can start looking for that arm triangle.
Louis Lee Scott in the primarily yellow trunks. Sam Robinson in the gray. Touch of the gloves, and we are underway for a bantamweight showcase, and Sam Robinson immediately pressing forward. Louis Lee Scott says, no thank you.
Fast start from Robinson, clearly trying to close range down as fast as he can. I expect a level change here.
Another right. What a knockout! Louis Lee Scott sends Robinson to the shadow realm.
What a knockout! What a knockout! Beautifully timed. Of course, Robinson was charging in, trying to close range down. Louis Lee Scott backing up, check left hook, caught him clean, hurt him, and then set up that head kick beautifully.
Easy work. Come on, don't fucking leave now.
Well, I told you, Louis Lee Scott likes to get it done quickly.
Robinson's saying he's okay, but he clearly wasn't. Beautiful left hook here.
Just a little too eager to close range was Robinson. Nice right hand there, and then watch him create this space for this head kick. There it is,
Oh, man.
right on the cheekbone.
He was out.
rude welcome back after a long layoff.
It doesn't get much cleaner than that with a head kick knockout.
That was a beautiful finish. Look at that.
Oh.
No defense, nothing between the kick and the kick and the head.
And you can see why people on the local scene are so high on Louis Lee Scott. He's a great athlete. He's got good size for the division. And even when put under duress early and really pulled out of his comfort zone, what did he do? He landed significant strikes, even moving backwards. That is not an easy thing to do when you're 23 years old and you're already pulling it off. Woo, boy.
Referee Rich Mitchell has called a halt to this contest at 21 seconds of the first round, declaring your winner via knockout, Lightning Louis Lee Scott.
Let's get the league action going. Lizzie Havers from the Netherlands, Valentina 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 representing Italy. Our first women's flyweight contest. Here's our tail of the tape. Lizzie Havers is 1 year older. She's 4 inches taller than Valentina 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. Arm and leg reach, arm reach favoring Havers. They have the same reach on the legs.
So keys to victory, Lizzie Havers got to control the center, use knees and punches in the clinch. I expect 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 to try and take this fight to the floor, but she's going to need sub-defense if she gets it there.
Lizzie Havers is in the red
Round one, ladies, you ready? You ready? Let's go.
𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 in the gray. Touch of the gloves. Southpaw stance for 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘, who comes out very aggressive.
2 good shots early there from 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘, who's really got her opponent backed up against the fence. Here we go with those lower body takedowns. Smart to not get tangled up with the judo, but she still wants this fight on the floor.
She's got to be careful with the body lock for Havers to look for judo throws. She's done that in her pro fight so far, and I think she's going to be looking for it if she gets the space, which she doesn't have right now.
𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 looks to be deep on that right leg of Havers. She can pull her off the fence here. She might be able to put her to the floor. Oh, nice.
She's able to clasp the hands together, and there's a completed takedown straight into the guard. One butterfly here for Lizzie Havers.
This is where we're going to need to see some sub-defense. 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 needs to stay on top here. Beautiful work by Havers, getting her back to the fence again.
She's looking for that over-up to create space. Possibly look for that 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 as one of her favorite throws.
Heavy pressure here from 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘.
She doesn't have her hands closed. Havers is doing a good job of staying against the fence. Now she's going for the throws. Good job by 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 defending that.
𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 ate a knee, but then threw a right hand. Both of those landed right back into the grappler.
She's doing a good job of keeping her opponent's hips pinned up against the fence. Of course, the judokas need that mobility in their hips so they can launch you into the air. They can load you onto their hip. This is why she's attacking lower body takedowns as opposed to mixing up with the body lock, which of course is where Havers is going to use that 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗑𝗣𝗘 or the 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗑𝗣𝗘 counters.
𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘's trying to close her hands and drag Havers down to the ground again, but so far the defense from Havers against the fence has been really good. Good job from 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘, moving backwards, making her hips heavy.
A dogged pursuit of the takedown here. Kimura grip for Havers.
Looking for Kimura kind of, but she's not going to get it like this, but it can help for defense. Can also be dangerous when her opponent will get her hands in a high crotch to lift her, but...
Ladies, use the position for me, please. Use the position.
Halfway through round number 1 here.
𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 adamant to keep this fight against the fence. Here we go. We saw Havers bring her leg across there, trying to get the 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 working.
So far, 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 is recognizing it every single time. And Havers has not been able to become dangerous with it.
Got a bloody nose on 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. Something got through from Havers. She is determined to control the center. It's 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘.
From Havers there. Good job.
Nice jab there from �𝗑𝗧. Now she's pressing the takedown up against the fence. Let's see if the upper body clinch work can get this fight to the floor for �𝗑𝗧. Nice knee.
Looping right hand there from 𝗘𝗧, and then a straight left. A little scooping uppercut there from �𝗑𝗧. Both of these women taking every opportunity they can in these upright scrambles to throw some damage.
𝗘𝗧's doing great work with that left hand, coming from the back, putting some real power in it.
Just got to be careful, keep dropping her head like that. We've seen �𝗑𝗧 throw those knees at the center line, but the power coming over the top from 𝗘𝗧's knocking �𝗑𝗧 off the balance.
You know she trains that a lot, training with 𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘.
So she's used to being under pressure, is what you're saying, Stefan.
If you train with 𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘, you know how to hold your own on your feet. You don't really
45 seconds.
trying to close her hands.
Look, heavy. Good job.
But �𝗑𝗧s is putting her body weight on the fence, and 𝗘𝗧 has not been able to drag her off the fence because of that.
We can score. Take down.
One of two takedowns here for 𝗘𝗧. Can she get another one? Great balance by �𝗑𝗧. Good knees to the midsection as well.
�𝗑𝗧s keeps trying to step across, but every single time 𝗘𝗧 just crowds it, squeezes tighter, and does not allow that hip mobility that Dan referenced earlier. Saw the switch knee attempt there. There's Lizzie �𝗑𝗧. There's Valentina 𝗘𝗧 in the gray. Dan, she was incredibly aggressive in trying to score that takedown early. That can wear on you, especially if you don't get it. She was able to get �𝗑𝗧 down very temporarily. We'll see if 𝗘𝗧 has a different plan. Nice counter right hand there from �𝗑𝗧. Oh, big punches early.
What we did see from 𝗘𝗧 is that awareness of the judo. As she said in the promo, her father teaches judo. And you can tell that she has a good understanding of how to nullify the skills of �𝗑𝗧, who really wants to be out on the feet here. She moves so well. She's got fast hands, but again, she's got to watch for that straight left down the pipe over and over again from 𝗘𝗧. And at any moment, she could level change and drive this fight to the fence again.
This is all part of a season in the PFL Europe. Win in advance, lose and go home. Nice left hand there from Lizzie �𝗑𝗧.
And this is what she needs to be doing, and it's going to be interesting to see because she hasn't had success with her judo throws, which she has had success with so far in her fights. But she's doing really good on her range with her left hand and her inside leg kick so far the second round.
And much more success from Lizzie staying outside of that compact punching range from Valentina 𝗘𝗧.
She needs to learn how to get comfortable here. She hasn't been able to do that in the past so far, but it's a part of the game that she needs to develop, and you need to develop that inside the cage.
She threw a three-piece there, landed the third punch with the straight right hand.
�𝗑𝗧 with good mobility here. Constantly changing her line, moving her head. The criticism here for 𝗘𝗧 is that she does leave her head on the center line when she's striking. She is open to counters, but then �𝗑𝗧 is doing the same thing with her low kicks as well. Big counter there from 𝗘𝗧, who throws power into everything.
When you feel like you're the power striker in a fight, sometimes you do throw defense out the window. I can speak from experience on that one, Dan. But it's not always a winning proposition, and Valentina 𝗘𝗧 would probably be best served to mirror some of the movements we're seeing from Lizzie.
�𝗑𝗧 needs to keep on moving. That way, 𝗘𝗧 can't really find her target as much because she's got a powerful left hand.
Quite even on the feet here.
Great work by him. Just staying right outside where the power can really translate at the end of these punches. Wouldn't be surprised to see 𝗘𝗧 start working the body a little more, trying to close the distance that way.
Nice work to the body that you called it.
And she can't reach ahead as much in this second round, so the body is a good choice from 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘.
It seems that Ħevish is watching 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 wind up, and she's catching her with a short jab in the process of her starting her combination, which is kind of throwing off the rest of the strikes. Good inside low kick check there from 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘.
𝗘𝗨𝗥 needs to be careful moving to her right constantly because 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 might recognize it. Nice front kick there from 𝗘𝗨𝗥. And catch her with that powerful left hand. Back fist.
Mixing it up here. Excellent simple chopping jab from Lizzie Ħevish there.
She's really found her range.
She's been landing that right hand very consistently through this round. A lot more space to work here in this second round as well. Oh, that was a good jab from 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. Both these ladies trying to punch their ticket for the next bracket, trying to win and progress in the championship.
This is a regular season contest in PFL Europe. To win this, you get an invitation to the playoff. If you win in the playoff semifinal, $100,000 championship.
𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 has some very hard low kicks. Everything that she throws has got power in it. Nice left hand over the top there.
Good stiff jab there. She's caught 𝗘𝗨𝗥 a couple times with that stiff jab this round.
Oh!
There's a spinning back fist from Ħevish. Round 2 in the books.
You just can't be sure after 2 rounds like that. It
So the
might
final,
as well be
ladies,
one
you ready,
apiece.
you
You've
ready,
just
let's
got to
go.
treat this 5 minutes like it's the whole fight.
Remind your fighter on what's at stake in December.
Exactly. Their whole year is determined by this 5 minutes here, potentially. Oh, that was a nice right hook from 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 in the clinch.
See if 𝗘𝗨𝗥 can get her jab going again because she was doing really well with that in the second round.
Right hand to the body from 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. Continues to throw flurries. 𝗘𝗨𝗥 content right now, early in the third, to play sniper, try and land a jab, a long right hand.
She does a great job when the clinch closes down there with those right uppercuts at the center line.
It's interesting how much the fight has changed from the first round when both fighters were mostly up against the fence. Good strikes from 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 here. Nice jab from 𝗘𝗨𝗥.
𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 doesn't mind doing that Dennis Siever combination. Puts her head in the middle, right? Head almost on the chest of the opponent and just throw hooks.
Yep. Over the top and around the sides, up the center. And because 𝗘𝗨𝗥 is standing quite tall because she's looking for counters, sometimes she's susceptible to those shots.
Great left hand there from 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘.
Long jab continues from Lizzie Ħevish. She tries the right hand, thinks better of it. Oh, that one got through. 2 minutes gone in the third and final frame here. Women's flyweight regular season contest here in PFL Europe.
What a pace. 130 punches attempted by 𝗘𝗑vs, 156 by 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. I mean, they're landing, nearly half of their strikes as well. This is a wild pace. Beautiful follow-up there with the kick.
𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 needs to come forward more from 𝗘𝗨𝗥 with her back against the fence because at this distance, 𝗘𝗨𝗥 is in control. But you can see that 𝗘𝗨𝗥 is doing really well. She's coming close, but the distance is too much for her now and then.
𝗘𝗨𝗥 is starting to throw kicks when 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 moves backwards out of those clashes, and that might be something that we see score in these final 2 minutes. She's tested it a couple of times now.
That's a good spot. She's recognizing that she's pulling out in a straight line like she did away with that kick there.
Some of us move in a linear fashion in fights, Dan, okay?
Some of us don't move at all, Sean. Don't worry about that. Oh! How did she take that?
Valentina 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 and Lizzie Avers showing some chin in this fight.
That will make you look for the claims again.
Right. This is a good position for 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. Can she finish it here? She might get 90 seconds on the floor. That'd be big on the scorecards if she's able to land some strikes.
If she gets a takedown too, that may win it around here. 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 needs to turn her around. 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 is very physically
Use the
strong.
position, please. Use the position.
This is always one of the positions I find most fascinating because in this clinch, in this one in particular, Avers is the only one who's landing any knees. But how are judges looking at it? Because 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘, with her back to the center of the cage, is often seen as the aggressor here, and Avers would be obviously on the defense there. But she's landing offense, so you never know how judges are scoring it, and it's such a difficult proposition for coaches and for fighters to know who's winning in that particular position.
𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 is doing what she needs to do. The only thing she can really do, especially late in the fight, throw short strikes, score points. Good jab from 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗘 there.
A very tough fight to score just based on the aggression of 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗘 keeping herself in the fight even when she's getting tagged with shots. We're certainly seeing some damage on the face of 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗘 though. And to your point, Sean, I expect these judges to be looking very closely at those positions where they're expecting the fighters to be looking for conclusions to the fight, and the one that's striking and trying to work is most likely the one that's going to get that score. But again, it's very much up in the air because they're controlling against the fence, the potential for takedowns are there.
Yeah, and you're asking for judges to have knowledge of what they're watching, and that's not always something you can assume.
But I have confidence in these judges that we've got here. The European judges are up to date with the scoring. That was a good moment there for 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗘. Another big shot.
And that's the final bell, so we will go to the judges' scorecards, and this is a difficult one to call.
Beautiful work here, counter-striking from Avers here. Of course, 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗘 pushing forward all the way through the fight, but she did leave herself susceptible to some of these really nice, clean counter-strikes by Avers. And again, 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗘 not fazed by the fire coming back in her direction. Kept pushing forward, kept eating shots to land her own. We can see that work rate reflected in the statistics. She outstruck her opponent, but did she outland her when it comes to damage? That's the question that the judges are going to have to determine.
After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. The judges scored this contest 29-28 Avers, 30-27 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗘. And your winner, via split decision with a final score 29-28. For your winner via split decision, in the blue corner, Valentina 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗘.
Up next, light heavyweight action between 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 and Madeline 𝗟𝗡𝗡. 3 5-minute rounds at 205 pounds. He's 26 years of age. His opponent, Madeline 𝗟𝗡𝗡, is 27. 𝗟𝗡𝗡 is the taller fighter. These are light heavyweights, so they did not weigh in at 145 and 146. 205 apiece for these men. Reach advantage favoring 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. 4 inches on the arm.
Don't blink for this one. Good thing that Mark's in the cage.
𝗟𝗡𝗡 is in the blue, 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗥𝗢 in the gray trunks in the southpaw stance. 𝗟𝗡𝗥𝗢 lands early and goes right to work.
It's that left hand over and over and over. You've got to do something to stop him, otherwise he's not going to slow down. Here comes his body lock. There's that left hand over and over again. 𝗟𝗡𝗡's trying to clear his head here, trying to keep some space.
Back out to a distance here. 𝗟𝗡𝗡's going to have to find a big body kick.
Look at that tight guard from 𝗟𝗡𝗡. Got to keep those hands up, keep away from left hand again.
And Rami jumped right into it.
Good head position here from 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗣. Nice knee from 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗏 as well. This is good work on the inside, even though he was under pressure early. He's keeping his composure. Nice trim takedown.
Right into the rounds for 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗏𝗏. 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗏 rolls out. Good scramble here.
Puts him back on his back. What a fight so far.
Furious pace. And at light heavyweight, we can see really gas tanks come into play if it continues this way.
These guys have not got a reverse mode. They just don't slow down. They go until they gas or they get knocked out or they knock their opponents out. Look at this body lock from 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Rami is using the fence to stay on his feet. 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 wants to turn him around, drag him back down to the ground.
See that Greco style of takedown there.
Nice balance though from 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏.
With the right knee on the way up. Good uppercut in the clinch. Randy Couture would be proud of that one.
Love a bit of dirty boxing. Oh, and a front kick to the midsection.
The right hand that followed up. He said, give me some chips on the side as long as we're in the UK. Here's a replay for you.
Oh man, if you can take a head kick like that, wow. Beautiful work here to the body. You see him crumble. Wow. Great follow-up. Piled under pressure. You see Mark Goddard watching the action very closely. Very good stoppage.
Referee Mark Goddard calls a stop to the action at 2 minutes and 18 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner by TKO, the Golden Boy, 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
And we move from light heavyweights to the women's flyweight division once again as Cornelia Holm and Marta Walicek square off. Sweden versus Poland. Here's our tale of the tape for this women's flyweight contest. Marta Walicek is 1 year older than the 34-year-old Cornelia Holm. Walicek is also 2 inches taller. The reach advantage on the arms favors Cornelia Holm, opposite the height trend. 39-inch legs for both women. Cornelia Holm in the red, Marta Walicek in the gray. Another contest in the women's flyweight division, winner advancing to the PFL Europe playoffs.
Okay, you ready? You ready? Let's go.
Touch of the gloves. And a double jab leg kick from Walicek to start things.
Now Cornelia Holm is going to maintain her composure here because she knows that Walicek starts fast. She knows she's going to be on her toes, moving very quickly, and Holm's just got to time her opportunity right to get this fight closed down and try and take it to the floor. What she doesn't want to be doing is dealing with the range and the striking of Walicek all the way through this fight.
This is exactly what Walicek wants to be doing. Stay moving on your feet, don't stand still, because that takedown will be there for Holm at that time.
Good movement by Walicek here. Nice inside low kick, but she was almost knocked off balance.
Yeah, Holm tried to grab a hold of that leg and go for a takedown, but she wasn't able to get it. Good calf kick there from the Polish fighter, Walicek.
Holm pressuring behind a good defense here. Trying not to let any of these strikes slip through the guard.
Nice combination from Walicek so far.
Oh, big right hand. Sends Holm off balance, yeah.
Walicek does a good job of using her footwork to disguise her strikes, switching her stance to power the strikes as well. Nice body kick again from the left leg. That's 3 times we've seen that now.
Holm is pretty heavy on that front leg. I'd love to see more of those calf kicks. 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣 through a couple times.
Tested a high kick there, then a stabbing kick to the midsection, mixing it up nicely early from 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘.
That front kick was an interesting one because I was wondering whether 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣 would use it, because as you can see, Holm is quite square when she's moving forward. But the danger, of course, is that kick gets caught like that and you end up on the floor.
She used an up kick there as Holm was trying to jump down on top of her. Bought her some time to get back to her feet, and now a bit of a clinch here. We'll see if the wrestler Holm can take advantage of this while she's got a hold of her.
Good work by Holm, controlling that tricep, holding her opponent into the clinch for these knees. 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣 looks very strong here. She's great at building frames on the inside, anti-clinch frames that allow her to get herself to safety, but also to strike up the center line with these knees.
Holm is waiting for a mistake from 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣, but so far she's been doing well and stopping the takedown there. Great work. Going for a choke maybe. Holm's got her head back up.
It was great work by 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣 to step out of that inside trip opportunity from Cornelia Holm. Take a look at the ref cam here. Inside of 2 minutes now in this first round.
Good movement by 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣 still, but I do feel like she's slowing down a little bit. Cornelia Holm is plodding forward with a good defense. She keeps getting caught with shots, but she's just not discouraged with that forward momentum. Can 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗣 maintain this, as we were talking about earlier on in the night, Sean? You set a pace in the first round. The challenge is maintaining that for 15 minutes.
Holm's going to walk her down for 15 minutes for sure.
And certainly setting an early pace, it can wear on your opponent, but there's the psychological game that's played when that opponent, who maybe has a tough time early dealing with the pace, sees you slowing down, and only boosts confidence, and that changes fights.
This is something else that's going to sap the body, the energy as well. Strikes to the body, hanging on that single necktie, dragging your opponents around and forcing them to hit the brakes and use strength to stop them being bullied. These knees at the center line, really good control of going on again from Cornelia Holm.
Good defense from 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣. She can finish this.
Holm's got both legs.
Good head position here as well, but you can see that post of 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣, the veins through the deltoid. My goodness, she's got some muscles on her upper body, but she's broken down now. Cornelia Holm in top position where she does her best work.
I'm equally shredded, Dan.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I just don't like showing it off.
That's why I've demanded you wear a blazer while we work together, Fred, and let me show them.
Nice work here by Holm, trying to post a knee on the left arm of 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣. Doesn't have a lot of time to work from this top position.
Fill those lungs 2 times over.
I want to see more forward pressure from Holm now.
Sidesteps that spinning back kick from 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣.
Oh! Back kick!
Drops Holm! Can 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣 capitalize?
Cornelia Holm's got her eyes on her opponent. She's not out of this yet. Does 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣 want to go to the floor with her? Is she hurt enough to dominate on the floor? Smart move.
Oh, that would have been an illegal kick had it landed. 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣 needs to be careful.
Use your position here.
Make sure it's not a grounded opponent she's throwing those strikes at.
Good low kicks here.
Use your position.
She brought that leg up so easily.
Beating up the legs of Cornelia Holm here.
Stop.
Referee stands up. Didn't think those were meaningful enough. Kick attempt again there. 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣 goes right back to the well.
It's a nice body kick there. Now some knees from 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣, and because she's got the single necktie control, she's able to land more meaningful knees than Cornelia Holm will.
Hands away from her eyes there.
Holm still pushing forward here. She seems to have recovered, and now 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣's more flat on her feet again.
There was a big explosion there in that flurry.
lot of explosion, a lot of excitement to see your opponent drop like that. But you've got to think that's 90 seconds into the second round. There's a lot more fight to go. Cornelia Holmes seems to be back on it, but she's still vulnerable to those kicks. She's still reaching.
She doesn't want to check down, but when you know your opponent can bring that leg up so fast, it's a scary thing going in there so fast.
I'd want to be as close to her as possible with head kicks like that.
And you can see now,
Oh, that was a good calf kick.
back really had an effect, and trying to measure this distance, but harder to do when someone's chopping your legs out from under you.
Look at that lead leg. Oh, that kick, my goodness. That lead leg of Marta, though, definitely was hurt by that calf kick. I wonder if Cornelia Hong recognized it.
Those calf kicks add up so fast. 2 or 3 and your leg is done.
Look how she's moving on that leg. It's not working well, just that one kick.
Yeah, the ankle or the leg is compromised in some way. She still was able to pivot on it for that last head kick.
She may have damaged the nerve that's controlling the foot, because the foot is moving in a really weird way.
Oh, there it is again. Kicked her foot right out from under her and falls into the position where she finished round number 1. She's got 2 minutes to work here, does Cornelia Hong.
Again, that was perfectly targeted as she was on one leg, took her base away.
And Hong wants to be on top, but she also wants to be back on her feet because that leg is damaged. So this may actually be good for the Polish fighter, 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘.
That's a good point. And one thing I would be doing if I was in 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘's corner is I would be bringing the stool in between rounds. You don't want a fighter sitting down then trying to stand up on a damaged leg like that.
I wonder what the corner from home is yelling at her right now. I'd be yelling, get back up.
Right.
90 seconds remain in the second round.
How's your Swedish, Sean O'Connell?
It's not great.
I'm sure Holmes a little relieved that at least the fight's in her range now.
She's not really doing too much with this position, though. She's not throwing any strikes. She's just posturing up. Not really trying to pass her guard.
Putting in a little bit of body work here. Just
Okay, ladies, you've got to show me more if you want to keep this position. You need to work in this position.
Says, give me some more work if you want to stay here.
And you've got to think, you know, those 2 head kicks, this could be a 10-8 round that Cornelia Holmes working against here. She might have to try and dig herself out of a hole in this round, and if she's in top position, not really landing a great deal. Yes, she's controlling the fight, but she's not racking up points on the scorecards necessarily.
So much going on in both of them heads. The head kicks, the calf kicks. We're safe on the ground right now. I want to get back up.
Well, just the momentum swings we've seen in under 2 rounds in this fight have been
No, don't grab that fence.
Right, Cornelia Hong got the top position to close round number 1, was feeling confident coming out of the corner, and then bam, eats a head kick, gets dropped.
You've got to think how competitive this is, and then we had the Havish, the 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗑 fight as well, another really competitive flyweight fight. I think we might have this all the way through this flyweight division. They're so evenly matched.
Ready?
At Virtu Motorsports Arena in Newcastle, England. Pawing jab from Cornelia Hong. Right into the face of Marta 𝗟𝗟𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘, who will look to stay out of distance.
Goes for the calf again, but 𝗟𝗟𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 was out of the way of that one. Still definitely affecting her movement though. She's not moving correctly on that left foot. She's still keeping her heel elevated. Doesn't look comfortable.
Oh, right hand landed there for Holm as 𝗟𝗟𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 tries to circle out away from the power.
No calf kicks yet from Hong. Very surprised by that.
She's got to set it up. Here's the opportunity. Every time 𝗟𝗟𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 plants on that lead foot to punch. If I was Cornelia Hong, I would be hacking into that lead leg.
For sure, and every single time she moves to her left, that leg is there for the taking.
I felt that one myself. Oh, a nice takedown. Very nice. Good timing. The outside reap on the level change.
Nice overhand into the level change for sure.
Under 4 minutes here, but a lot of time for Cornelia Hong to work. She's had the legs trapped now into half guard.
A lot of time left on the clock for Hong. See if she can do more with it than in the second round.
She's doing a good job of controlling that right leg of 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. You can see it elevated. She's not really able to use it to initiate an escape. 𝗟𝗟𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘's now looking to work for a 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗅, but she's going to struggle to get it from there, especially against the grappler like 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗍 Hlaum.
Could use it as a sweep though.
That's very true.
From half guard.
Looks like Hlaum's got the wrist control around her back though. That's going to nullify this attempt, unless 𝗟𝗟𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗑 really cranks with strength. Now we can see 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗅's hand control on that wrist, all the way under the back of her opponent.
Good shoulder pressure here from Hlaum.
Looks like he's looking to set up this arm triangle.
Is she going to be able to pass this half guard though? You can see 𝗟𝗟𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗑's got that butterfly hook in. If Hlaum rushes, she might find herself reversed.
𝗟𝗟𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗑 doesn't want her head a bit to be up against the fence, especially in this shoulder pressure position. She could get really stuck right there.
The one other benefit
Okay,
you can see
ladies, you've got to work in this position. You can't just hold.
She's right in front of her
Work in this
coaches.
position.
Trying for a choke of her own, but
Looking to reach over for an Ezekiel, but 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗅's not going to let it happen.
that'd be something though.
She's going to struggle to get that from this position, but she is very heavily muscled. Oh, this is interesting. Now she's scooted off to the side a little bit. Good work by 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗅, clearing the head there. Working good shots to the body. Now that arm triangle's back on for Hlaum.
She will have to pass.
Good pressure from Hlaum. You see 𝗟𝗟𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗅 struggling with it. I'd love to see Hlaum pass the mount.
One-sided.
The shoulder pressure. Good job.
Heavy pressure from 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗅 with her left shoulder onto the neck.
It seems 𝗟𝗟𝗥𝗢𝗅 is very aware of that arm triangle, which is going to make it difficult to pin it to the side of her head to get the finish. But Hlaum's doing a good job of constantly working from top position. That's 2 minutes now of top position time in this round.
Final 90 seconds of this women's flyweight regular season fight here in PFL Europe. Earlier, Valentina Skatici advanced to the playoffs. 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗅 looking to stay on top and potentially seize this fight against 𝗪𝗏 𝗟𝗟𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗑 on bottom.
𝗟𝗟𝗥𝗢𝗑's going to bridge off the fence here.
I want to see more urgency from Hlaum because, as we said, that second
Toes out of that cage, Martha. Toes out of the cage,
She really needs
Martha.
to work for a finish.
Marta's being warned here. She's got her toes
Toes
hooked
out
in
the
the
cage.
fence. The warning bar. She bridges to reverse, but she's caught in a head and arm still. Now in top position, it's going to be far more difficult with the physical strength that she's got for 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗅 to close that off.
Hlaum could have it.
She's certainly trying. She might as well give it everything. There's 30 seconds left. And this will absolutely count as a submission attempt as well, which is going to go a long way to the scorecards.
It's looking very tight
That is
here.
very tight.
She's turning purple. And she's out. Nice
So
job
few
by
people
Hlaum.
are good at that.
Your elbows, please.
Resilience there from 𝗪𝗏 𝗟𝗟𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗅. Both fighters have shown their fair share of it in this contest. Hand or fist from the top. These are the final 10 seconds of the fight.
Strong finish from 𝗟𝗟𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗅 here.
After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. The judges scored this bout 29-28 Hlaum, 29-28 𝗟𝗟𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗑, and 29-28 for your winner via split decision, 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗆𝗅.
Were the takedowns for
Tigui Salomon out of France, Daniel Ladejo out of Spain. Both of these guys at the weigh-in yesterday. Big boys.
Big boys, scary boys, and Salomon's gained some serious muscle mass since the last time we saw him in here against Will Fleury. But Ladejo is an incredible grappler. I was watching his highlight reels last night. Knee bars to ankle locks to guillotines. The guy is very, very slick. What a fight this is going to be. Speed versus size. So the keys to victory here. Salomon's got to use the speed advantage, but Ladero's got to use the size advantage. Dirty boxing and anti-clinch for Salomon. Use frames to keep space, but get this fight to the floor without getting hit too much in the clinch is the goal for Ladero.
Watch for the leg locks from Ladero. He's really, really good with them. He loves the hunt for leg locks.
Anthony Salomon in the blue, Meets a big leg kick. Ladero in the gray. Right hand to the body there from Anthony Salomon. Jab.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see Salomon go to the... Oh, that was a hard low kick, my goodness.
Two very good low kicks from Ladero so far.
He is a big man with a lot of power. And so far, we're not in his area of expertise. This is two grapplers that are feeling out the striking process. That time it was Salomon with the chopping leg kick.
Just trading hard low kicks at this point. I feel like Salomon's going to try and keep going to the body so he can open up the head shot. I think that speed advantage is going to be evident as long as this fight stays on the feet.
We told you Anthony Salomon has only experienced one defeat in his career. That was right here inside a PFL Smart Cage. He was part of a showcase bout last year against Will Fleury. His first opportunity as a light heavyweight. Man, that lead leg is already compromised for Anthony Salomon. 3 kicks from Ladero have done a job.
It's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen here in the clinch.
The other useful thing about Salomon having a Greco background is that he's all upper body, so he's not level changing and putting himself at risk of those neck attacks of Ladero. He loves to jump on a guillotine, and it's a very, very tight squeeze, which gets a fast tap from most of his opponents. Nice uppercut. Feel that right hand coming over that lead shoulder in a moment when Salomon feels comfortable. He's got the range. Being patient, waiting for the level. There it is. Perfect timing on the level change from Ladero, though. Misses that right hand.
Good work by Salomon to shrug it back up chest to chest.
Getting Salomon on the body. Not the easiest thing to do.
2 more uppercuts from Anthony Salomon, and then a chopping left hand to the body. Anthony Salomon, you can see, Dan Hardy, the improvements from the last time we saw him.
Ladero's hurt here. Ladero's hurt here.
Anthony Salomon back on the win column.
Look at these shots on the inside. Uppercuts up the center line. Nice single necktie. Big uppercut to the center line. Salomon with great footwork. He's going to move it. Oh, beautiful. Solid uppercuts up the center line. Here's the big knee.
Oh, beautiful.
You can see the mouth guard come out and roll towards the center of the cage. Piles on the pressure, and Ladero has had to turn away and cover.
Referee Mark Goddard calls a halt to this contest at 2 minutes and 19 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner via TKO, Anthony Salomon.
Up next, more regular season action here in the light heavyweight division. Ricardo Nocilla and 𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘, Italy versus Slovenia. Let's take a look at our tail of the tape for this PFL Europe light heavyweight regular season contest, where Ricardo Nocilla is 7 years older than 𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. Neto is the taller fighter who also weighed in just over a pound heavier. Reach advantage on both the arms and the legs, favoring 𝗟𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 out of Slovenia.
So the keys to victory for this one, Neto's got to various right-hand targets. He's very good at targeting the head and the body. He's got great body lock takedowns, and he can look for rear naked chokes in the scrambles. For Nocilla, he's got to attack the calves, chop the legs away, keep takedowns out in the open so it takes the cage away from his opponent scrambling, and then ground and pound from top position is a key.
Nocilla in the blue trunks, Neto in the gray.
Gentlemen, round 1, you ready? You ready? Let's go.
Touch of the gloves, and we are underway in the penultimate light heavyweight contest of the evening.
Nocilla just testing the range with a few jab feints. I wonder if they're both waiting for one another to shoot a double here.
Searching left hook there from Nocilla, and then a jab behind it. And now a clash for these two titans. Oh, right uppercut landed, snuck through there for Nocilla. Swinging away early.
What a finish. Put him down with a jab, followed up with a big shot.
Our first light heavyweight contest. Actually, take a look at this.
Oh, look at that jab.
Stepped into it beautifully.
He was just about recovering, tried to get his eyes on his opponent, and then that massive right hand came down the center line.
It's a good stoppage. You could see that when that right hand landed, 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗑 was no longer looking.
Oh, man.
Wow.
He really loaded everything into that jab. Beautiful work. Great follow-up.
When they look for the definition of a stiff jab in the boxing encyclopedia, it's going to be a gif of that knockdown right there. Bang!
Oh, man.
Beautiful. And then one big follow-up shot. A great stoppage by the referee there. You can see his opponent still doesn't exactly know where he is.
He's looking at the lights, not at his opponent. That's a great stoppage.
Referee Sam Amidi calls a halt to the action at 48 seconds of round number 1, declaring your winner via KO, 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘'.
Take a look at our tail of the tape for this feature showcase bout. Lewis McGrillen, only 22 years of age. 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘'𝗦, much older. Both men 5 feet 6 inches tall. 68-inch reach on the arms, giving Lewis McGrillen a 4-inch advantage. Both men have 39-inch legs.
Well, the obvious key to victory for 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘'𝗏, he's got to maintain his composure, and he has to attack that lead leg. Play the long game. This is 3 rounds. Let this kid burn out a little bit. On McGrillen's side, control the center, straight left to the head and body. Keep working his opponents over, keep bullying him, and make him feel that presence that McGrillen's got in the cage.
McGrillen in the yellow trunks, 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘'𝗏 in the gray. Feature showcase bout, non-league action here. Southpaw stance for McGrillen.
You can see 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘'𝗏 circling away from that left hand straight away. He knows where the danger is. 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗏's got a good check left hook. Big power straight away, but look at that composure from McGrillen. Taking his time. He's looking for his opportunity. He's threading that uppercut.
Twice to the body now for McGrillen.
Moving constantly to his side, moving away from that left hand, and the left kick, the power of McGrillen. McGrillen dominating the space here with presence. You've got to think the longer this fight goes, the more it leans towards 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗏, double the pro experience, as well as that boxing record.
McGrillen also very composed though. Not wasting energy. Taking a good look at it.
Change.
To his feet.
𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘'𝗏's not going away. If he wanted out of this fight, that was his opportunity. Goes for a single leg. He gets it.
Nice work by 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘'𝗏. Still on the signal, but McGrillen back to his feet.
Great work by McGrillen, getting back to his feet there. Finding his way off the fence. He's looking for that straight left to the body.
Inside leg kick there for 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘'𝗏.
Keeps showing that uppercut on the center line to try and discourage 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗏 from level changing. There it is again. Very fast left hand of McGrillen. Lovely footwork. I love how he cuts him off. There's the head kick again. 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗆𝗏's taking these shots and he's rebounding. There's a level change again. Beautiful sprawl.
On the way in, 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗆𝗏 went all the way down to his forehead.
Stop, stop. Huge power in that left hand for McGrillen.
McGrillen trying to find his perfect shot here. I think he feels good.
Here's the replays. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Just so clean, right on the chin. Bang, look at that.
Beautiful.
Lovely follow through as well. You see the punch show itself over the rear shoulder of 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗆𝗏. Beautiful follow through on that punch. And 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗆𝗏, he was up on his feet every time he got knocked down. He attempted takedowns. He gave McGrillen problems, and McGrillen solved them.
I mean, look at this. This punch finishes 2 foot behind 𝗟𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗆𝗏. Right through the chin.
Perfect placement from 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘.
Look at that.
And look, that was the final, that was the last point, the emphasis. But he landed uppercuts, he landed body shots that at least off balance 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘. That left hand, he didn't even need to throw the right, Stefan.
Referee Mark Goddard calls a stop to the action at 2 minutes and 33 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner via knockout, Louis the Margarita Magrillan.
Let's go, ready for Manchester.
And when you talk, Stefan Struve, about knowing that the hurdles and knowing what's in front of you, her mother was a world champion in combat sports, so you don't even have to leave your own house to get the best advice out there. Tail of the tape for this penultimate fight of the evening. Dakota Ditcheva, as I mentioned earlier, 24 years of age. Hermansson is 33. Ditcheva, the taller fighter, at 5'8" to 5'5" for the Swede. Both women weighed in under the flyweight limit. Reach advantage on arms and legs favoring Ditcheva.
And her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. She is a Muay Thai specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. She weighed in officially at 125.5 pounds and holds a perfect professional record of 7 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Manchester, England, dangerous Dakota Ditcheva. Your referee in charge, Rich Mitchell.
Rich Mitchell is equipped with the ref cam. Ditcheva in the red, Hermansson in the gray. No touch of the gloves, and we are underway in the co-main event here in Newcastle, England.
Movement and footwork early from Hermansson. She doesn't want her legs being chopped into by Dakota too early. She has got good head movement, but that can only solve problems with boxing. There's one of those leg kicks early.
It's a good way to deal with the leg kicks, making her miss. It's going to take a lot of energy to keep this up, though.
Inside low kick there from Dakota. Hermansson yet to open up.
Ditcheva very willing to switch stances. As we've seen a couple times already. There's a clinch now. We've seen this pick up dividends for Dakota Ditcheva in the past. Pressing Hermansson against the cage.
Do we have Dakota trying to work for a takedown here, or is she just trying to work for frames so she can knee? She's using good head position at the moment.
Beautiful knee.
Brought that knee all the way up over the shoulder.
This is where you don't want to be against Ditcheva. Her knees are very nasty.
Those knees to the head come from nowhere.
We saw her finish in this exact position.
Beautiful knees to the body and that finish.
The timing on her knees is different. She creates just a little bit of space. Beautiful takedown.
Excellent work. Ditcheva just put her right leg behind the hips of Maylin Hermansson, pulled her right back and into side control.
Some good top control here from Dakota. Might be a shot to the system for Hermansson. May not have been expecting this kind of fight. A strong side control position for Dakota. Trying to pacify her opponent here, who's still trying to escape.
Trying to move into full mount. Good defense so far from Hermansson.
Using that head position well. Good pressure, staying around the knees. Hermansson looking to invert here, trying to get herself back into an attacking position. Great movement by Dakota. Footwork on the feet.
I like seeing this from Ditcheva. I like seeing the growth in her game. We all know she can strike, but seeing more grappling for her is promising for the future.
And it would be a real statement if she's the only flyweight that gets the finish on the night.
You know, We had 2 split decisions earlier in the night in the flyweight division.
She's looking for a crucifix, it seems like.
She's also got the option to attack that arm around the back of her head. She's got Americana threats there. Oh yeah, there we go. She's trying to slide over that near side bicep, but Hermansson's got to wrap around her head right now. She's not going to do much with it, but she might be able to bridge and roll her over. If Dakota gets her hips too high here, she could be susceptible to being rolled. You can see the redness from that inside low kick already.
Okay, you've got to get busy here. You've got to show me something.
There we go, the arm's pinned.
Good job from Hermansson moving in there.
Hermansson looking to scream on the phone.
She's got it! American choke!
Victory for Dakota Ditcheva!
What a statement.
A rear naked choke from the Thai boxer. So impressive. There it is, great movement, great position of her legs as well to make sure she's not getting tangled up. She sinks it in with no hooks, just drives the hips in and then the hook goes in, the top hook. Beautiful finish, and now we can see the emotion coming out of Dakota, the pressure that she was carrying into the cage tonight.
Look at the way Hermansson's arm is trapped behind her back, no chance.
I was just going to say that she beautifully isolated the arm from Hermansson, so she could only fight back with one arm, and fighting a rear naked choke with only one arm, it's a very tough task, but scary thought for every single flyweight on the planet that a striker like her is showing so much development in her ground game. What a finish.
She's got surprises to her game now. The rest of the flyweights are going to have to really do their research. What do they prepare for now? She's a grappler as well.
Referee Rich Mitchell has called a halt to the contest at 3 minutes and 52 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner due to submission via a rear naked choke, dangerous Dakota Ditcheva!
All right, Dakota Ditcheva, submission victory from the striker, the kickboxer. Well, I'm not going to interrupt while you celebrate with Mom. I mean, come on. All right, still undefeated, but let's talk about the way that you got this one done. Nasty work in the clinch, and then you pull her back over your leg for the trip and the takedown, landing right inside control. From the very beginning of this fight, did you want to showcase your ground skills?
Yeah, I really did, and I came out and I did it tonight, and I'm very proud of myself for that.
You should be proud. Incredible high-level finish. She scrambles to try and get out, and you pin the arm behind her back. She can't defend the rear naked choke. You cinch it in. Incredible work. Tell me how you're feeling right now.
I'm happy, you know. This week's been a lot. This is the first time that I felt like, well, it's the first time I've carried a show like this, co-main event. I am only 24, not been in the MMA game too long. It was a lot of pressure this week, a lot of new emotions, but I've enjoyed every second, and to come out and get the win again and show that I'm not just a striker in these flyweights. You need to be careful.
All right, well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about this flyweight division, because we saw 2 great fights earlier in your division, split decision victories. I know you're sitting back there assessing the competition. How do you feel like it stacks up to this point?
I mean, fair play, the girls are coming and giving it their all, but you get split decision wins. Like, you need to bring a bit more than that if you want to try and knock me out of this competition, because that's not going to work.
How does Paris in September sound?
I'm excited, but I feel a little bit sorry for the one that's going to face me next.
Dakota Ditcheva, ladies and gentlemen, still undefeated. 3 5-minute rounds at 205 pounds. Our main event for our first ever PFL Europe contest. Take a look at our main event. Tail of the tape, Simi Powell, 24 years of age. Muhammad Amin, 27. Powell listed at 6'5" to Muhammad Amin, 6'3". I already mentioned the course, favoring the fighter out of the UK.
Well, for Muhammad Amin, you know, he's got to throw combinations of strikes. He's got to attack with low kicks and disable that lead leg. And, of course, defend the takedowns. For Simeon Powell, counter kicks with punches. Use those long arms. Check the knees in the clinch as well. We know that's where his strength is. And also test his ground game. I expect Simeon to shift gears in this one, just like we saw from Dakota.
Okay, gents, you understand the rules you're fighting. They're listening at all times. Keep yourself protected. When I say stop, you stop. If you want to touch, do it now. God bless.
Mark Goddard equipped with the rev cam. Dan Hardy, Sean O'Connell, Stefan Struve beside the PFL Smart Cage. The inaugural main event of PFL Europe in the regular season here at Virtu Motors Arena in Newcastle. In the gray, Simeon Powell in the blue. 3 light heavyweight finishes so far on the evening. Perhaps another one here.
Both of these guys want the center. Maybe it's just for bragging rights at the moment, but they're both trying to hold their ground.
Powell is looking much bigger today.
Muhammad Amin looks like he's waiting for Simeon so he can counter, which is making Simeon a little bit anxious at the moment. Simeon keeps feinting with that rear hip.
Simeon knows very well the kind of power Amin has.
I wonder if Simeon's showing that rear leg to make Muhammad Amin circle towards his lead hand.
Oh! Nice right hand. So a couple stiff jabs there from Simeon Powell.
Oh, take it!
There's the shot from Simeon Powell.
Looks like he's got his hands together. Muhammad Amin could be going to the canvas here as Simeon Powell's able to drag him off the fence and put him on the floor.
Taking his time.
Simeon Powell, strong start.
So far in his past fights, Amin has found a way back up to his feet, but he has never faced anybody as good as Simeon Powell on the ground.
We've seen Simeon Powell do this before his PFL career, take his opponent down, take the back in a scramble and work that rear naked choke. It could be on the cards today, especially if Muhammad Amin scrambles without the technical abilities to get himself safely.
Amin does a good job staying calm. He's not panicking here. He's not giving anything away so far to Powell.
Doing a good job of locking down any offense that Powell's trying to mount here from this half-guard position. Just squeezing down on the neck, isolating that left arm. Simeon Powell's got to keep the right arm in the underhook position in order to keep Muhammad Amin flat.
Powell's trying to get its place, throwing strikes.
Simeon might always wrap the neck. He might look to clear his right leg here so he's clear of the guard.
Amin is trying to sit up against the fence.
Muhammad Amin needs to let go with his left arm.
He needs to go in front. Look for the wrist for Powell. Good job from Amin getting back up, but Powell does have the back.
Simeon with a single hook in now. He's going to try and drag his opponent back towards him, but Muhammad Amin's doing a good job of trying to keep his shoulders more square to the fence. Going to make it difficult.
Forward mat return there for Powell, but Amin right back. Much better, stronger, wider base here for Muhammad Amin. Powell goes to work with some big knees to the top.
He's out up, he's hurt.
And then with dead in your legs as well, take away your footwork. You'd see Muhammad Amin switch his stance, which made that front table a little bit easier for Muhammad Amin, for Simeon Powell to get on Amin. Looking for the wrist control now to break his opponent down again.
He's got a wrist right. Let's see if he can get it towards Amin's body and really put his weight down on him.
We might see Simeon try and free that left hand so we can unclog some strikes here.
Good defense from Amin so far.
Simeon Powell's in the front now with plenty of time to learn. A full minute to go.
Big strikes from Simeon Powell.
Amin has struggled here in the past.
He's back.
though.
I think you're right, Steph, it's true. But this final flurry is enough to put Muhammad Amin away. There's the final clap. And the bell to come.
Striking back from Mount Bottoms is never a good sign, though.
We'll see round number 2 next. Simeon Powell in the blue.
Stand back, right back, right back, right back.
I think Amin's ready to go.
Ready to go.
Arcana separates, and we're back to the action here. Main event in the light heavyweight division. Calf kick there from Muhammad Amin.
That's what we want to see more of from him.
Simeon Powell set up a shot in the first round. We'll see if he tries to get back to that after not being able to finish. Instead, he goes to work on the lead leg.
Powell's got to be careful leaning backwards like that, because Amin's got the reach to come over the top. Unlike some of the past opponents from Simeon Powell.
Steadily chipping away at that lead leg is Simeon Powell. Muhammad Amin's going to look to return in a moment with the long arms of Simeon Powell. And did you see that little shake out of the arms there from Amin? Arms could be feeling heavy after that grappling in the first round.
Powell's waiting for a reaction from Amin. Looking to go to the takedown again, probably.
Simeon Powell continues to work on that lead leg. A hook and a straight right from Amin, both miss.
Great footwork by Simeon Powell. Oh, a nice jab. Again with the jab. Simeon's just not really giving Muhammad Amin anything to counter. You know, he's throwing single shots, he's covering his low kicks well, he's doubling them, tripling them.
Beautiful right hand, very long from Simeon Powell. Snap the head back from Muhammad Amin.
And another level change.
Back
Big
to
drive.
it. He's got his hands closed. He's taking his time. He's going to lift him up again and put him back on his back.
3 minutes to go in this round. Simeon Powell in a decent position here to finish this takedown by the look of it from where we are.
When you got to work, you can't hold. Let's work.
Needs to get his hips towards Amin. Good job.
Elevating the leg to making it difficult for Muhammad Amin to get back to his feet. Looks like Powell's going to recycle this takedown again. Hands together.
Got a position defensively for Muhammad Amin, but Simeon Powell is still able to get him down and right back into the mount position.
Half a round to go as well. It's a long time to be stuck in mount. And what we didn't see from Amin in the first round was any method to escape the mount position. Simeon Powell might feel like he can work here now for another 2 minutes plus. Keep chipping away. That's 2 rounds in the bag if that's the case.
One of the things Amin could do is get on his side. Push underneath for Powell, but he's not showing any knowledge to escape from full mount here.
Around the side of the arm there. A little bridge there from Muhammad Amin. He's not chaining his attacks together though. Oh, here we go.
If you're not happy, get back on top.
Good coaching from Ashley Grimshaw in the corner. If you're not happy with the attack, get back on top.
Good work from Amin.
Amin had to turn away from him.
Watch the fingers, Simeon. Stop. Listen. Watch the fingers, please, okay? Keep your hand closed all round. Ready? No. No, he did it. Put the gum shield back in. Put the gum shield back in. I say, fight.
Mark Goddard taking control.
Big right hand from Simeon Powell.
On the restart, Simeon Powell pisted the right hand into the jaw of Muhammad Amin.
Amin's got a chin on him, though.
Right, he's taking shot. You know, that's that kickboxing composure though.
Yep.
He's used to being struck at, so he's not flustered in this position where other people may be. If he had mount escapes, I would feel like he'd be able to work his way out of it because of that calmness that he's got.
Keep going. You've got the position.
I want to see Powell throw more strikes, though. He's throwing 2 or 3 strikes and he's stopping.
These These are big, powerful shots from Simeon Powell, though.
Muhammad Amin threw a little baby elbow, which is illegal in the PFL. And it upset Simeon Powell, who's starting to go to work with those hooks around the guard.
20 seconds. If you're taking, take it out. Work on triangle, say let's go.
Great work here from Simeon Powell. We need to see Muhammad Amin get on his side, start elbow knee escaping. He's scrambling here, but look at that clamp on the legs of Simeon Powell. Now looks for a gift wrap. Into an arm triangle, beautiful work. Can he get it? Can he get it?
That's tight.
I mean, he's going to sit it out. He's going to make it till the end of the round. Look out.
Technical submission. Technical submission from Simeon Powell.
What a finish from Simeon Powell.
Let's have a look at this replay. Beautiful arm triangle. You can see the right knee wedged into the hip. Big squeeze towards the point when he goes to sleep. He's out there. The bell's going to ring.
Oh, man.
And he's out.
I mean, it was a 1 second. Not quite saved by the bell.
Unbelievable.
It's what I always teach in my class. 4 to 6 seconds, and that's it.
Slow, steady squeeze from smooth Simeon Powell.
Referee Mark Goddard calls an end to this contest at the end of round number 2. Declaring your winner via technical submission, Smooth Simeon Powell!